So ladies, thank you so much for taking the time and making the effort to show up here, because I know it's not always easy, but it's always worth it. And we are here to celebrate another Capricorn full moon. And this is known as a blue moon. So blue moon can be when two consecutive moons are in the same sign. So this is the blue moon that we are having, or when you have two full moons in 1 month. So it's super interesting because the Capricorn energy is very, very grounding. It's represented, it is represented by the earth element. And this helps us to really feel into our bodies, to really get connected with earth. And that's when it's in its positive energy. But when it's in the negative energy or excess, we can feel very stuck, very stagnant, very heavy, like life isn't moving at the pace that we would like it to. So it'd be really nice for you to just take a moment to tune in, closing down your eyelids and just noticing, do I feel grounded and stable and secure in myself, or do I feel stuck, stagnant, like life isn't moving as I hope it to? And just take a few moments to notice what comes up with those questions. How you are feeling in this energy in your life. And perhaps it might help to place a hand on your heart or your womb or both. Is life moving at a pace that feels forward moving, or do I feel stuck? And again, process this knowing with non-judgment, with an open heart and an open mind. Whenever you're ready, you can slowly and gently open up your eyelids. So when we identify then what's working for us, what's not working for us, where our life is going, then it's up to us to take action, because it's really easy to blame the moon, to blame Mercury retrograde, to blame all of the external factors. But remember, we are the creator, the director, the main character in our life. So if we're in that energy, we can't be in victim mode. And that's not to say that you disassociate with any challenges or any traumas that have shown up in your life. Of course, acknowledge them, bring them into your heart, bring them into a space of unconditional love and acceptance. But then you have to decide, okay, well, how am I going to move forward from this? What am I going to change? How am I going to empower myself and begin to move from this space into a more aligned space? So every morning that I get up and I do my meditation, after that, then I ask to step into my highest divine timeline. I ask to step into my higher self, because what we think sometimes is the gods, the goddesses, the deities, our higher self is something that is outside of us, but it's not. That's just the mind and the ego thinking that you're not good enough. So when you bring your higher self and your highest divine timeline into your awareness and into your body, then you become that. And that's how you quantum leap, or you quantum jump from a lower vibrational energy into a higher vibrational energy. Because remember, everything is existing all at once. All of the dreams and desires that you want are there, but it's up to you to get into that energy and that frequency. So this again is why I love practicing full and new moon rituals, because it gives us an opportunity to really check in with ourselves and really, open up to the possibilities. So full moons are a culmination, what we've been working on since the new moon energy, because that's the intention, and the full moon is the manifestation. So we have the moon in its brightest state, illuminating all of these different aspects in our lives. So that's why we can feel a bit like a lunatic or a little bit crazy, because the energy is so intense. So what I love to do around the full moon again is release. It's like, okay, you're illuminating this aspect of my life. How can I transmute it? How can I let go of all of those things that are not serving me and make space for my highest divine self? And this is what we're going to do through our practice today. So we're going to use some Kundalini breath work and movement to light that fire, because sometimes that earth energy can be so lovely and fertile and grounding, but it can also make us feel stuck and stagnant as well. The moon is a very, very feminine energy. So the three elements we're going to be working with is earth for the Capricorn, water for the feminine and the moon, and also the fire energy then as well, for burning away the old and really begin to stimulate. And we also have the fourth element, which is air, which is our breath, which is spirit, which is etheric, which takes up so much space. So yeah, we'll be working with four elements coming to my awareness. We're also going to be drinking our cacao. So we're going to do a lovely cacao drinking meditation. We'll get on our mats, we'll do our asana, our kriyas, and then we'll finish in a very, very gentle meditation then. Okay, so take a moment to come into a comfortable seated position. Spine nice and straight. And just try and find yourself in space. So you can move forwards, backwards, side to side, around in a circle. And you'll notice if you're leaning too far forward, because your chest will be sticking out, your chin, you'll probably feel a little bit of niggling in your lower back. And if you sit too far back, you'll be slumping, rounding your back. So just try and find that space where you feel tall and aligned, whereas your head is above your heart and your heart is above your pelvis. Roll your shoulders up to your ears and down your back. Make sure your chin is parallel with the floor, and the crown of your head is reaching up towards the sky, and your tailbone reaching down towards the earth. Have your palms facing down on your knees or your legs to activate that grounding, earthing energy. Take a deep inhalation through the nose, fill up your belly, your chest. And with an open mouth exhale, release. And again, deep inhalation in. And a long breath out. And one last time, deep breath in. And exhale completely. And just let go of the breath now. Let go of the breath and just feel the breath gently entering and leaving the body. Settling into your physical body, your temple, and just smiling to yourself, knowing that you have arrived. You have stepped out of the doing and come into the being. And beingness is so important to practice, to allow time to stand still, to come back home to yourself and to reset. So as you journey inward more deeply into your beingness, bring your awareness all the way down to your root chakra, the base of your spine, your tailbone. And imagine a vortex opening, this spiraling energy down. And from that energy emerges your energetic roots. These strong roots traveling all the way down through the earth, traveling down through the different layers of the earth, and all the way down to Mother Gaia, the core, the center, the most grounding force that there is. And as you connect in with her core, her center, feel this gentle little pull or tug. And as you inhale, feel her energy traveling up your roots and into your body, breathing and receiving that fertile, abundant, grounding energy. And as you let go and exhale, feel the energy of worry, fear, anxiety, heaviness now leaving your body through the roots and down into the earth. Breathing in abundant, fertile energy, new earth codes. And as you exhale, feel any heaviness, any lower vibrational energies melting out and away from your body, through your roots and down into the earth. So feel this lovely exchange of energy, of receiving and letting go. Now is the time to let go, to release what is no longer serving you. And fill yourself up with whatever it is that you need in this moment, this new day. And smiling gently with thanks and gratitude in your heart, sending love to Mother Earth for supporting you today and every day. And bringing your awareness now all the way to the crown of your head, your seventh chakra. Imagine, visualize, or just simply pretend your crown chakra opening like a 1,000-petal lotus, revealing any busyness, headiness, heaviness that could be existing in your crown. And as your petals unfold, feel this lightness, this breath of fresh air, as it comes into full bloom. And this vortex of energy opening up, spiraling up and out from your crown. And from the very center, see your silver thread beginning to emerge and ascend upward through the roof, the sky, the Earth's atmosphere, and all the way up into the cosmos. All the way up into that big ball of white light, which we call Source, Great Spirit, Higher Power, God, whatever it is that you believe in, that which is much greater than us, that which is of the highest good and the highest good only. And as you connect in with that infinite source of energy and healing, feel yourself lengthening, growing taller. And this energy begins to pour like a white healing waterfall down your silver thread into the crown of your head, your third eye, throat, heart space, belly, womb, roots, and all the way down into the roots, into the earth. So seeing yourself now as a pillar of light, a bridge between heaven and earth. And your feet begin to fill with this white healing light, your legs, hips, torso, arms and hands, neck and head. Seeing and feeling your whole entire body and being filled with this beautiful white healing light, blessing every cell, tissue, muscle, organ and bone, emanating out through the surface of your skin into your auric field, cleansing and purifying the energy all around you now, with this silver layer of protection, protecting you from all harm, just allowing the good stuff in. You are grounded, connected, and protected. You always were and you always will be. Just notice how that feels. And see this beautiful big ring of light surrounding us all now, creating safe and sacred space. And as you slowly and gently begin to bring your awareness back to your physical body, your physical space, deepening your breath. And slowly begin to draw your hands to prayer in front of your heart, bowing into your hands and setting your intention for this ceremony. What would you like to receive, achieve, or focus your attention on? Whatever it is, set it for yourself now by taking a deep breath in, a long breath out. Whenever you're ready, you can slowly open your eyelids once again. So before we go into drinking our magical cacao or sacred elixir, I would like to share some card reading or guidance for you. And the longer description of the Capricorn full moon will be posted in the community today or on the blog, so you can check that out there. It goes into much greater detail. But as we draw these cards, just dip into your own heart, your mind, with any questions or any clarity that you would like to receive during this lunation, this time. And we're also entering into the 8/8 Lionsgate portal, which will begin its opening on the 26th. And it is the most powerful and potent time that I love to connect with. I just really, really connect with that Leo energy, that lion energy, that fire energy, because it's so powerful, potent, and transformative. So with this Capricorn full moon, it is ending so many karmic ties. So again, if you are feeling like your life is stuck and cycles keep repeating, you have to break that cycle. You have to be super intentional that I'm not going to keep on this timeline. I'm going to shift timelines. So the Lionsgate is really, really powerful for that. So let's see what guidance wants to come up. So again, just sending your focus, attention, energy, questions into the cards. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. And the message that's coming through now is all will be revealed soon, have patience. So we can want to rush the process, but it's like taking the bun or the cake out of the oven too quickly before it has enough time to rise. So there is something that has been rising within you, baking, germinating, cultivating. And if you take it out too soon, it won't be as vibrant or as fluffy or as delicious as you've hoped if you rush the process. So as long as you are doing the work, as long as you are showing up every day, it is happening, but you must be patient. That's the message that came through. So the card that came out first is the Anointed. Answer the call, leadership, empowerment, and soul gifts. So I know all of you that have been working with me. You have such incredible soul gifts and they're so unique, they're so powerful. But sometimes you are afraid of showing them or wearing them as a badge of honor. So when somebody asks you, you know, what do you do, what do you love, tell them. And they might go, oh, that's interesting, but it's up to you to educate them on what it is, because you never know what door that will open for them of curiosity and where it would lead them. So this is where you become step into leadership, leading with the light, the way shower, because if you want the world to change, you have to change. You have to be the one paving the way for others. The next one then is Morning Dew. clarity, a fresh start, positive outlook. So if you're an early bird like me, you have the opportunity to really awaken your morning. So here she is dancing in that the magic of the morning, like that really auspicious time when everybody else and everything else is asleep and you have the whole world to yourself undisturbed. That's where I get my biggest downloads and insights, and that's where I really step into the positivity of the day. Whereas when I sleep in and miss that kind of auspicious magical time, my day is really rushed and I'm like really scattered. So gifting yourself that time in the morning to really expand into the magic that the day has to offer is the most powerful practice that I have cultivated for myself over the years. So every day is a fresh start. So if you are waking up in a rush every morning, that's the way your day, your life is going to be. The next one then is Sub Rosa, hidden in plain sight, mysteries, learning, and teaching. So if you look closely, she has this portal here at her, it's at her higher heart, but also connected to her throat chakra as well. So sometimes things can be so obvious that you don't even notice that they are there. So that's why we have to drop more into the beingness and expand our awareness rather than going around with blinkers on us. So again, if you are in that kind of Groundhog Day or repeating those patterns, it's like, okay, let me step back, let me zoom out from my life, let me take that higher view or perspective and see what's really going on, because the magic is all around you. There's so much blossoming and unfolding, but you have to go in. So you can see she has her eyes closed, she's going in and she's really connecting. So again, if you are more in your mind and really using your physical eyes to see what is there, you're not going to get that higher perspective or see what is just beyond the veil. The next one then is We Are Nature, becoming grounded, embodied, living in connection. So you can see here, she is literally the earth. She is immersed in the earth. So maybe you have to go throw yourself down in the long grass, get your shoes off at least, and really connect. Because when we are anxious, overwhelmed, disconnected, it's because we're not connecting, for one, with our bodies, but we're not being enough out in nature. Like going through the airport, I was like, oh, these bright lights, these concrete walls, these machines. I was like, oh, this is why I love being out in nature, because this is too overstimulating. This is actually blocking my intuition. It's blocking my energy. So that's why we have to connect with nature, and that's why we have to come more into our body to realize what these artificial settings are doing to our energy. And I know for some of you that cannot be avoided. So that is why you have to make the effort to get out in nature, disconnect to reconnect. And then finally, the bloom. Creations realized, right time, harvest, and celebrate. So this is very much connected to what I feel the message coming through is to be patient. All will be revealed soon. So when we've been doing the inner work, it's like, okay, I've been showing up, I've been doing this, I've been doing that. That's showing your impatience. It's like, I'm really grateful and happy with my life right now. And, whatever is meant for me will unfold in the right time. But if you're not doing the work, it won't happen as quickly as you want it to. So if you're focused on doing the work, on showing up, on enjoying, on life, on celebrating the little wins, you will get closer and closer to that bigger dream or manifestation that you're calling in. So we have to start from the ground up and work our way all the way up, and soon it will all be revealed. So I feel the Lion's Gate is going to be a super powerful and potent time for so many of you that are doing the work and wanting this new timeline or this new way of being. Yeah, very exciting times. So if you'd like to